Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag, even though I am definitely not a newbie to Booktube. Like, I've had my channel for 2 years, but I've been like consistently posting for about a year. So I'm not new, but I never got the chance to do this tag, and I feel like it would be a good way to kind of like officially introduce myself in a way, and also kind of just to like formally make this video, because I never really made this video when I first started my channel. I kind of just jumped into doing vlogs and doing like regular videos, but I've always wanted to make this video. But before I start, I just wanted to say thank you so much for 200 subscribers. We just hit that milestone. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed and who continues to watch my videos and support my channel. It really means a lot, and I just want you to know that I'm very grateful for you being here. So let's just jump right into the questions. The first question is, why did you start this channel? I had always watched Booktube. Like, I had been watching Booktube for years prior to ever making any videos myself, but I had always like fantasized about making my own. Like, I would kind of talk to myself, as silly as that is, about books, because I didn't really have anyone to talk to. And I would always pretend that I was like friends with the booktubers I would watch back then. But in high school I took a film class and I learned a lot about like editing, and so I thought I would combine my love for books with my knowledge and my love for filming and editing videos and create my own channel. And I also just kind of wanted to when I started college, because in high school I always felt too embarrassed to. Like, I definitely would have back then, but I just felt too scared. But in college I had kind of just like I kind of just was over that, and I just kind of jumped into it, and I didn't really care what anyone thought anymore. Second question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? So since Booktube is kind of like blown up, like I feel like there are a lot more book YouTubers than there used to be. Like, I remember there were a lot of big names back when I was really into it, back in like kind of the peak of it all. And so now I feel like there's so many more, which is wonderful because we have this awesome community to talk about books. So I feel like anything I do will never be like truly original, because so many people are doing a lot of the same things, and that's okay. But I feel like I share a lot of my life along with just what I'm reading and my books that I like. I'm a college student who works part-time, so I have one job and I'm about to start a second one, so I am a very busy person and my life is usually very chaotic. So I feel like I share a lot of just my lifestyle and just kind of how I balance reading for fun with doing all the other stuff I do in my life. So I hope that would just make me more relatable and make people want to kind of watch a normal person do it. Like, I don't really know, but I feel like I just create very like real videos. Like, it's just how I live, it's just my life. It's very busy a lot of the time, so I feel like I'm just very honest with what I share. Like, I'm never really hiding much. I think my main goal and what I will bring to YouTube is trying to show how you can balance reading for fun and enjoying reading with all the chaos that comes into being like in your 20s and just kind of like getting started with your adult life. So if you're that person or you enjoy watching that, here you are, you're in the right place. So the third question is, what are you most excited about for this channel? And since I have been doing it for a while, I'd say I'm just more excited to continue sharing my thoughts about books and venting to you all and just having people to talk about bookish things with. It's really nice to know that I could just kind of turn my camera on anytime and I'll know I'll have you all to talk to and just kind of vent my feelings about books, whatever may be happening. I know I'll always have someone who's gonna listen and maybe agree with me, but I just love kind of having that outlet. The fourth question is, why do you love reading? I would say mainly because of the escapism. It's just a lot of fun to kind of just ignore all my problems and dive into a book and kind of forget about like the stress of life for a bit. Like, if I go into another world, another story, like even if it is a story based in real life, like a contemporary book or something like that, and they're dealing with like real life problems, they're not my own, and so I kind of like learning the lessons from the characters and seeing how they overcome their problems, because it kind of just inspires me to overcome mine and to work harder. But also it's just fun. Like, I just love stories in general, I always have, and I love seeing the different worlds that people can come up with. Next question is, what book or series got you into reading? And that would definitely be the Harry Potter series. I feel like that is everyone's answer. But truly, I can't remember any book before Harry Potter that got me as hooked into reading books and like just being obsessed with them as I am now. I'm sure there were some that I'm definitely forgetting that I was totally into and that like consumed my life, but nothing really like clicked for me until I read Harry Potter. I remember I was in like late elementary school when I read it for the first time, and I could not put it down. That's definitely set the standard for my book reading habits. Question 6 is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I watch a lot of booktube. Like, I feel like I watch the most popular people, and I also watch some smaller people who I really enjoy their videos. So I guess I would kind of ask all of them, like, how do you balance reading with your life? How do you read so much, especially the people who like this is their job? How do you read so much? Like, how do you get yourself to keep going when you feel burnt out? Also, how do you make your videos so aesthetically pleasing? Because I feel like mine are just nothing compared to everyone else's. I feel like everyone else's are just fantastic and mine are just meh. Maybe that's because I make them. But I think it'd also be fun to know, like, personally for each person I watch, what is your favorite book and why is it your favorite book? I always love hearing about why people chose a certain book as their favorite, and I just love seeing what different books mean to different people. Question 7 is, what challenges do you think having a YouTube channel will be / are the hardest to overcome? So far I've definitely struggled with comparison sometimes. I feel like especially because monetizing your YouTube channel is such a big thing these days, I feel like since I haven't really hit those milestones, I've had the thoughts of like, oh, I'm not good enough, what, I'm doing something wrong, like all these other people are just so good. But I always remind myself, it's like, that's not true. I'm doing what I like. I'm making the videos that I enjoy. So it's never been my goal to like really make money off this. Like, obviously I'd love to, but I started this as a hobby and it still is a big hobby of mine. So I feel like as long as I'm making the videos that I enjoy making and that I have fun making, hopefully you guys will have fun watching them as well. I feel like that's really all that matters. And sometimes I do wonder, I'm like, does anyone really care what I'm saying? Like, does anyone really care to watch these videos? Like, I have friends and family who do, and I'm very grateful for their support also, but I'm like, anyone beyond them, do they really care? I don't know. But I've also struggled with uploading consistently, and I'm currently trying to work better on that. I've set like a schedule for myself and I've been doing good so far, but that's definitely been the hardest part, is kind of like I said, balancing my life with this kind of hobby and with this schedule I've made. So I know there will be plenty more challenges for me to face, but those are the ones right now. Question 8 is, when did you start reading? And truly I've been reading as long as I can remember. I don't really remember the first instance of me reading, but I know it was probably from day one. But my mom was an English teacher and still is an English teacher, so I've kind of always had that instilled in me, just to always be reading something and just to try and enjoy it. And I'm currently an English major in college, so that is also a current part of my life, and I'm continuing to kind of nourish that aspect as well. And then the last question is, what kind of books do you like to read? If that isn't obvious from my shelves, I love fantasy. Fantasy is definitely my favorite genre. It's what I gravitate towards most of all, but I'm not opposed to any other genres. I feel like I'll read pretty much anything. I'm not the biggest fan of nonfiction, it just has to be the right book. But I feel like as long as it has compelling and realistic characters with an engaging plot, I really don't care what it's about. I feel like there are so many different types of books that intrigue me, so I'll never really say no to any type of book. Like, I won't really know until I read it, so how can I judge it? But overall, I'd say definitely fantasy is my niche. I'm not like a super big like epic fantasy person. I kind of just read what I own, or at least I'm trying to right now. But you'll find I read pretty much just about everything. So that's it for this short little video. I feel like I was pretty rapid fire on these questions, but I didn't want to keep yapping too long because I do tend to do that quite a bit. But yeah, even though I'm not brand new to YouTube, I still hope you enjoyed watching and you consider subscribing to my channel and watching some other videos of mine. I'm excited to continue making more for you, and I hope you look forward to them soon. Thanks again for 200 subscribers. I'm so glad you're here and I'm very grateful for you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!